Et salut tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien. Ça fait un petit moment qu'on ne s'est pas retrouvé sur cette vidéo, sur ce jeu, et j'aimerais quand même qu'on le continue. Malheureusement, je ne sais plus exactement où c'est qu'on en est, donc eh ben, on va voir ensemble où c'est qu'on en est, tout simplement. Allez, c'est parti. Alors, j'avais peur que le micro marchait pas, je sais pas pourquoi. Donc je reviens sur le jeu.
Let's look for Renée's room in the slightly agitated ward.
D'accord, donc on était en train de rechercher en fait Renée, si je me souviens bien, et on était dans les bains, euh, dans les douches, et elle était ici en train de se doucher et en train de se caresser, si je me souviens bien. Donc maintenant on va la chercher dans sa chambre. Si on peut appeler ça une chambre, c'est plutôt un dortoir. D'accord, c'est par ici.
When there was too much chaos, they closed all the windows and the door. They turned off the lights, and it was pitch black. Some people fell
Ça devait
asleep.
être angoissant.
Some others stopped seeing their demons and became more calm. Let's close the window shutters, the door, and switch off all the lights.
Ah oui, éteignons les
We
lumières.
want darkness.
J'avais bien compris pour de se mettre dans le noir, mais complètement
They
tant qu'à
put a
faire.
straight jacket on you. They gave you a cold shower. They suffocated you with a sheet.
Quand même.
They tied you to the bed. They tied me to the bed. A woman died next to me, choked by her own vomit. She was tied down because she wouldn't stop pleasuring herself. I can still hear her death rattle. I screamed, but nobody came. Everybody screamed in there, all of them. It was then I saw the doll, which wasn't Charlotte. No, she wasn't Charlotte. The past came back to hurt me again. In the loneliness of that crowded ward, he brought it with him. I thought I would never see him again. He'd come to remind me who I was. That's what my mother used to do. That's what I had done. It seems that my life in here was just a repeat of what it had been outside. The dull, the fear, the shame. I'd have loved to erase everything I did, but instead I always went ahead and did it again.
Ok, changement de chapitre. Ah, on ne peut pas sortir.
Montefoscoli, November 12th, 1939. My dear daughter, it is with great sadness that I heard what happened. Your transfer and your sufferings are a cause of great worry for me. It will take time, but you'll see, things will improve. They'll treat you and you'll get better again. I pray a lot, every day. Write to me often and tell me if you need anything. I promise I'll do what I can. Try to be strong. Mom.
Alors maintenant que
This is the last letter she wrote to me.
la
Once I was
dernière,
put
bah oui,
into this
j'aurais voulu
ward,
la
I was
lire au doigt, mais tant pis,
overwhelmed
c'est
by
pas grave.
loneliness. After that medical examination, I received no more letters from Mom. Why is that man here? Why doesn't she come to see me? Did I make a mistake? It didn't seem like she wanted to abandon me. What did I do wrong? I'd like to be able to reply to her again now, to change things.
Ah, ça c'est les décisions. Je t'en prie, fais-moi sortir d'ici, j'ai peur. Ils m'ont tout pris, tout, je suis si seule, personne n'est au courant de ce qui m'arrive. C'est comme si je n'existais pas, ils me font du mal, beaucoup de mal. Ça, oui. Ah, toutes les réponses sont tellement valables. On va mettre ça. Même mon ami, aide-moi, fais quelque chose. J'ai une peur que je n'arrive pas à comprendre, je ne sais plus où j'en suis. Tu avais raison, j'avais tort, je le réalise enfin, si tu savais comme j'ai honte. Je ne peux plus continuer ainsi, sans raison de vivre, je n'arrive même plus à pleurer. J'ai bien envie de mettre ça. Mais maintenant, je vais bien me tenir, tout va bien se passer, je vais travailler dur et être gentille. Il me déteste, il veut me tuer, mais personne ne semble le voir, personne ne le croit. Je ne comprends pas ce qui m'arrive, parfois je ne sais même plus où je suis. Je veux juste mourir. Chaque fois, je prie pour m'endormir et ne plus jamais me réveiller.
Perhaps she would have listened to me. Will she reply?
En gros, on a fait une réponse. Et là, j'aimerais bien bouger. Ah bon, j'ai eu peur. J'ai eu peur. Du coup,
The letters were sent to the archive.
faut aller
It
la
was
mettre
their
aux
job
archives.
to post them.
Les archives, on va regarder sur le tableau. Enfin, sur le tableau, sur le plan. Mais je crois qu'elles sont en bas. Je me demande si elles sont pas en bas. Ah, quoique, 12 archives des patients. Le 12, c'est où? C'est au fond, d'accord. Au fond, à droite.
When you were sent to a lunatic asylum, you lost the right to possess anything. Everything you arrived with was packed up and stored here, even the clothes you were wearing, in case you were released one day. But far too many never left.
Je crois que là-dedans, quand t'en sortais, tu savais pas si t'allais... quand t'en rentrais, je veux dire, tu savais pas si t'allais en sortir. Si toutefois t'en sortais. C'est sûr. Du coup,
There must be a file with my name in the filing
un
cabinet
dossier avec son nom
somewhere.
dans un casier quelque part. Les casiers. Faut des noms. On les voit pas.
Dear Mother, please,
Ah.
I beg you, get me out of this place. I'm so frightened here. You were right. I know I was wrong. I understand. I'm so ashamed. If only you knew how much. But now I'll behave myself, I promise. Now things will be fine. I'll work hard. I'll be very good. Your daughter, Renée.
C'est le casier de Renée, ça. Ok. Non traité,
This
évidemment.
letter. It was Renée's letter, just as she wrote it back then. But it was never sent. Why? Why did this happen? I received your letter, Mom. You tell me to be patient and strong, while I only feel fear and pain. And you don't write to me anymore. If only these words could be my soul, I'd tell you what was happening to me. The kids want to kill me. They all look the other way and tell me what to do. I don't understand. She helps me, but what have they done to her? Can you tell me? Will you help me? Renée. Montefoscoli, July 7th, 1940. My dear daughter, I have received no news from you. You have not contacted me in months. I'm sorry, but I don't have the money to come and visit you. Do you remember Mr. Onofrio? He'll soon be in Volterra for business. I've asked him if he would be kind enough to ask the director for some news about you. I hope he'll bring me some good news when he returns. But please write to me. I know that I was strict with you. You have to forgive me. I didn't think. I've given Mr. Onofrio a new doll for you. You told me that you lost yours, and I know you loved it so much. It's not as nice as your Charlotte, but I hope that it will comfort you nonetheless. Keep your chin up, darling. Everything will be fine, you'll see. Mom. Montefoscoli, October 12th, 1940. My dear daughter, I've written 2 letters to you and have received no reply. Every day I'm anxiously waiting for a letter. Mr. Onofrio's back. He brought you the doll. Do you like it? He told me he was unable to speak to the director, but managed to see you. I pray for you every day. Even Don Gino said a prayer for you during Sunday Mass. Isn't that nice? I've made up my mind, Renée. I'm bringing you home. I've already written to the director. I told him that I'll take care of you. I'm not very well at the moment and can't work, but I'll get better soon, you'll see. And as soon as I can make the journey, I'll come and fetch you. I know you're suffering a lot, but please be strong, I beg you.
Aucun courrier ne passe, ni dans un sens ni dans l'autre. Bah, je crois que j'ai terminé, oui.
Mom will come and fetch us, won't she? Mom is good, but she's not well. That's why that man came. She also sent us the doll. I could have played with it and talked to it while waiting for her to come, but Renée didn't bring it with her. Perhaps she's been abducted like all the others and is locked up here somewhere.
Ah, d'accord.
Let's look for the second doll.
Trouver la poupée.
It'll be among the bundles of the patient's belongings.
Alors, bah, là, il y a des paquets. Elle regarde en haut. C'est probablement là.
Now we can open the bundle on that table in front of the window.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a dedans? Des chaussures. Une photo. Et la poupée.
You see? Mom was good. I was bad. Mom was worried about Renée and Charlotte. I abandoned Charlotte. We've abandoned her.
Un pendentif. Plutôt une médaille d'une vierge.
May the Lord guide your path and keep you from sin. Mom.
Enfin, de la vierge, parce qu'il n'y en a pas 15 000.
Let's look for Charlotte.
Ah, mais
We have abandoned her. Will she still be where we abandoned her? Under the warm lights?
Je savais pas si on avait fini du coup là-dedans. Allez, Charlotte, dans ce cachet, allez. va passer un mauvais quart d'heure là, je crois.
I didn't do anything. I just obeyed orders. I only obeyed orders.
Charlotte's gone away. Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're
orders. Mom won't leave us alone. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Even though we're bad. Mom won't leave us alone. I didn't do anything. Charlotte gone away. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're bad. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders.
Oh là là, oui, elle va passer un mauvais quart d'heure. C'est horrible quand même, je trouve, ces électrochocs. Quelle horreur. Allez, vas-y, meurs là-dedans. Ouais, quelle horreur quand même. Ça là, ça c'est une horreur. C'est... Je vais repartir, c'était des légumes quoi après. Enfin bref. Est-ce qu'on a quelque chose à lire? Un mot du doc, par exemple.
September 7th, 1938. The patient frequently indulges in recriminations expressed in an explosive tone of voice. This morning she threw away the milk, saying it was full of urine, spittle, and all kinds of other filth. Crazed, she hears voices that order her to do things. She says she heard children singing and that they were locked up in a school. January 20th, 1939. Introverted, dazed, cannot focus on anything. When questioned and stimulated, she starts crying and weeping. At other times, she laughs. June 1st. Apathetic. Eats very little. She refuses to be touched. Does not respond. Spends her time in the grounds. The cooks report that she sits on a bench in front of the kitchens. October 14th. Return of impulsive behavior. This morning she asked for 2 eggs to make zabayoni, but when she got them, she threw them up in the air. Excited, clamorous, slightly confused, takes her clothes off. December 8th. Tied to bed for 15 days. High-spirited, tends to make witty comments and use vulgar words. Laughs hysterically and pleasures herself. The nurses report that about 2 weeks ago she remained in the showers on her own and didn't want to leave. They said that when they took her away, she swore at them and then lashed out and bit them. 2 nurses had to be treated for their injuries. They've kept her tied to the bed since then. Transferred to the slightly agitated ward, from the care of Dr. B to the care of Dr. C.
Service des soumis agités.
I was with Amara in the showers. My memories are terrifying. They're not real, are they?
J'étais avec Amara dans les douches. Ces souvenirs sont terrifiants. Sont-ils bien réels? Ah, c'est pas sûr du tout.
December 15th. Dr. C. Patient notes. The abnormality of her psychic state has induced her to lead a life which is irregular and tends towards delinquency. Of fickle and flighty character, she regularly discards her household duties and engages in occasional prostitution. Prostitution? Me? No, I don't think I could have. Or are my memories deceiving me? What other horrible things could I have done without even realizing? The uncertainty, the fear of my own actions was one of the things that tormented me most. Her mental deficiency makes her deaf to the reprimands of her family. She has shown suicidal tendencies. She was brought to the ward yesterday, agitated and hysterical. Treated with cardiazol, 2 injections a week for 5 weeks. The therapies removed the light for a while, but also all her will, desire, and hope.
Les traitements ont éloigné la lumière pendant un temps, mais aussi la volonté, le désir et l'espoir. Bah oui, ça devait te sonner, tu devais penser à rien, être rien, au final. Être juste là. L'important était de vous maintenir calme. En un sens, ils essayaient de vous faire vous sentir mieux. Vous étiez des âmes perdues. Ouais. Les traitements étaient terribles et douloureux, mais c'était les seuls qui existaient. C'est l'explication terre à terre, ça. Mais celle-là aussi, elle pourrait aller parce que c'est ce qu'ils faisaient dans les endroits où ils étaient nombreux. J'ai fait des recherches justement sur... vous pouvez aller voir le blog Google Gaming. Oui, c'est ça, Google Gaming. Oui, j'hésite parce qu'en fait l'adresse c'est Passion Gaming. J'ai pas pu le changer. Et j'ai écrit un article justement sur cet asile qui a vraiment existé. Et ça expliquait à un moment donné que comme il y avait beaucoup de monde, pour éviter en fait qu'ils se faillent tous, ils les dopaient quoi. Au moins ils étaient obéissants. Ouais, je sais pas si c'est le mot, mais bon voilà. On verrait comme ça.
It was torture. But we had no choice. Nobody explained anything. No one tried to help us understand. We were like farm animals.
Alors c'était une torture, mais tu n'avais pas le droit de refuser. Personne ne nous expliquait ce qui se passait. Nous n'étions au courant de rien. Nous n'étions plus que des animaux dans une ferme d'élevage. Oui, ça, élevage industriel même. Vous étiez tellement, parce qu'il y avait énormément de monde jusqu'en... 40, au moins 40 je crois. Vous étiez tellement et eux étaient trop peu, c'était impossible de faire autrement. Il vivait aussi un enfer entre ces murs, il ne savait pas quoi faire de vous. Oui, enfin bon. Vous étiez des âmes damnées, dangereuses et condamnées qui auraient pu prendre soin de vous. On va dire ça là. Ça là va le dire? Ouais, on dirait.
June 2nd. After a long period of calm and improvement, the patient is very agitated today and vehemently refuses to submit to a gynecological examination. She swears and curses those helping her, flailing her arms and hitting them. According to reports by Dr. B, the patient has been subjected to periodic checkups since she had a spontaneous abortion about 2 years ago in her 3rd month of pregnancy. Conception occurred after she had sexual intercourse with a stranger who sneaked into the hospital grounds. Details are contained in the
Un
charges
avortement
filed
spontané,
at
ça
police
s'appelle une fausse
headquarters
couche.
in Volterra, a copy of which is attached to these clinical notes. ES therapy. A spontaneous abortion? It's not true. I can't believe it. How could I have invented things if I didn't even know what they were doing to me?
Avortement spontané, ce n'est pas vrai, j'en suis certaine. Comment aurais-je pu inventer une telle chose alors que je ne comprenais même pas ce qu'il me faisait? Ça s'est vraiment passé, ils t'ont fait avorter, mais comme c'était illégal, ils l'ont fait passer pour un incident extravagant. Oui, ils l'ont fait avorter, ça c'est sûr, on l'a vu à un moment donné, mais on peut pas appeler ça un avortement spontané. Si c'est une perte d'enfant spontanée, ça s'appelle une fausse couche. Sinon, c'est un avortement. C'est un mensonge ce qui est écrit, doit être faux ou une mauvaise interprétation en effet. Peut-être que Renée le savait vraiment, impossible d'en avoir la certitude. Tu t'en rends compte? Je vais mettre la A.
And the stranger in the grounds. I don't remember. Was that another lie? Or was another memory removed? God, my head.
Alors, et l'inconnu du parc, je ne me rappelle pas. Est-ce encore une autre invention ou un autre souvenir manquant? Oh mon Dieu, ma tête. C'est pas un inconnu. Hein. Dans le jeu, il me semble que dans les souvenirs qu'on a pu voir, c'est plutôt un soignant. Qui sait, nous le découvrirons sûrement jamais. Il y a une foule de choses dont tu ne te rappelles pas, ou comme si tu ne les avais jamais vécues. Tu n'étais pas toi-même, c'était peut-être elle, l'autre Renée. Tu sais que c'est elle qui a fait toutes ces choses. J'hésite entre le A et la B. On va mettre là. J'aurais pu mettre la B.
June 13th. The nurses report that she descended into a state of great mental confusion after receiving her mother's letter. She threw her soup over another inmate because she was very anxious, and then punched a nurse. Impulsive, flails about her. She rails against the doctor in vulgar terms while he is examining her, lashes out and spits. Block all correspondence to give the patient no further reason to become agitated. August 20th, tied to bed. The nurses report that the patient is extremely agitated after the visit of a relative or family friend. 2 days later, she is still shouting all the time that he commands her, that she must obey and harm herself, and that she is not Charlotte. All visits forbidden, constrained to bed, and intensification of ES therapy until we achieve results. Calm down. You must be calm. Don't get agitated. We'll make you calm down. Is that the only thing that matters? Is tranquility worth the price of not living?
Calme-toi, tu dois rester tranquille, ne bouge plus. Nous allons te calmer. C'est la seule chose qui importe. La tranquillité vaut-elle le coup de ne plus vivre? Alors, nous étions des centaines d'agités, entassés dans des lieux inadaptés. Il était nécessaire de rester calme pour notre bien. Oui, très certainement, certes. Qu'y avait-il comme alternative? Cette vie ne valait pas la peine d'être vécue de toute manière. Absolument, mais au moins de l'extérieur, tout semblait plus acceptable.
March 3rd. Alert, correct attitude, replies when questioned. The nurses report that the patient is calm. She washes and looks after herself. She affirms the existence of a certain Amara. She says that Amara is a patient who disappeared when she was moved to this ward. No confirmation. Probably a regressive hallucination. Evaluate transfer. Did I imagine Amara? That's not possible. She was there. I know she was there. I feel it. She must have left some traces of her presence.
Encore chercher les traces d'Amara, là, j'ai l'impression.
We can try to find her medical records in the archive where their letters were filed.
Donc, retourne aux archives. Si je me trompe pas, c'est à l'opposé. Ça fait combien de temps là que... Ouais, ça fait 49 minutes de vidéo. Je vais en couper très certainement, mais je vais pas tarder à arrêter quoi, parce qu'elle est assez longue justement. Puis comme après il faut que j'en coupe un peu, faut pas qu'elle soit non plus trop longue. Mais on va quand même chercher les archives et puis après on arrêtera. Il y a un bruit d'ambiance là, qui est pas très plaisant. On voit pas les lettres là. Rester. Ah, il n'y a pas.
Amara B., aged 32, housewife, mother of 2 daughters, married to Mario B. So Amara does exist. Yet she had no children and wasn't married, but that photo, it's her. June 3rd, 1936. Admitted yesterday, showing signs of improvement. June 8th. Cheerful, calm, and tranquil. Her behavior is good and she is keeping herself clean and tidy. Discharged on June 10th. April 28th, 1937. Arrived accompanied by her husband in an anxious and nervous state. Has difficulty speaking, trembles. Discharged May 14th. March 8th, 1938. A few days before Renée was admitted, she told me that she too had been admitted only a short time previously. Arrived yesterday in a febrile state. Discharged March 14th. She didn't leave. Certainly not after a few days. No. June 22nd, 1939. Readmitted once more. The patient shows rapid improvement. Discharged July 2nd. August 1st, 1941. The latest of many admissions due to agitation. Discharged August 27th. She came and went, stayed only for short periods, but I remember she was always with me. What's going on? March 4th, 1942. Back again, the same situation. March 8th. Compared to previous admissions, the patient seems depressed even after a few days, although her demeanor is calm and she is attentive. Discharged March 25th. April 2nd. The patient is distracted and apathetic. Her husband brought her here and said, "She's not eating, doctor. She spends all her time sleeping. I'm so worried, doctor. You know her. You can help her." April 6th. tuberculosis, patient transferred to the Maragliano Pavilion and is in isolation. May 3rd, 1942. Death from tuberculosis at approximately 8:30 a.m. Is Amara dead? Poor dear friend, I wasn't even able to say goodbye to you. Enclosed is a manuscript written by the patient, probably in a state of delirium. I'm dying, I know it. I'm losing a lot of blood, bleeding internally too. It's strange. Since I came back in here, I can't stop thinking about that little girl with her sad eyes, her desperation. I only saw her for a short time, it's true, but she remains in my heart. Will she still be here? I hope to God not. I hope she's better and her mother's taken her home. My memories don't match up. What's the point of this? Perhaps my memory is playing tricks on me. Things are not as I remember them, as I see them. But she said she liked me. I just can't understand it. I just wanted to say goodbye to her for the last time. I never even said goodbye to her. How could a soul survive in this hell? I so want to feel things again, pain, passion. Feel the damp tears rolling down my face to remember that I was alive.
Ok, on est à l'extérieur là du coup. Bon, bah écoutez, c'est fini pour aujourd'hui. Ça, voilà. C'est fini pour aujourd'hui. On a avancé un petit peu. Et maintenant, bah, j'ai plus qu'à faire mon petit montage. Je vous conseille, par contre, de faire, si vous voulez, le jeu Martha is Dead. C'est le deuxième jeu de ces développeurs Elle, qui sont italiens, toscans, hein, comme l'asile à Volterra et puis comme l'endroit où se passe le jeu Martha is Dead. Par contre, franchement, je vous le conseille sur PC pour l'instant. Ne le faites que sur PC. Parce que, enfin sur Xbox, je sais pas si il est d'ailleurs. Je sais pas comment il est en tout cas, mais sur PS5, il est ultra buggé, donc c'est pas la peine, c'est mort. Laissez tomber la version PS5 et encore plus en boîte du coup parce que vous serez déçus. Ou alors attendez les mises à jour, les corrections, parce que là c'est plus une mise à jour, c'est carrément une réparation, une restauration. Donc ouais, non, il est un peu trop buggé. Et mais il est pas mal, il est un petit peu c'est pas le même genre, mais il est quand même dans le côté thriller psychologique avec une petite, avec on va pas dire une notion, mais bon, une tendance, voilà, c'est ça, on va dire une tendance horrifique. Il y a une petite référence d'ailleurs à cet asile. Donc voilà, en tout cas pour aujourd'hui avec ce jeu c'est terminé. Je sais pas quand je ferai la suite. Là pour l'instant on va faire le montage, le travail dessus. Et puis, voilà. Allez, je vous dis à la prochaine. Et puis n'oubliez pas quand même de suivre la chaîne. Hein, le petit pouce, maintenant il est plus bleu. Le petit pouce, voilà, tout simplement. Petit pouce vers le haut. Et aussi d'aller me voir sur Twitch, n'hésitez pas. Avec une précision quand même, si vous me suivez sur Twitch, et si vous avez marre des notifications quand je lance un live, ne cherchez pas à quitter la chaîne, mais désactivez d'abord les notifications. Allez, salut tout le monde. Ciao, ciao.